Plenty of folks out there hate art house film. They think it's ponderous and pretentious, and this is the kind of film they mean, and in this instance, I think they're right. Breathing Underwater was written and directed by Susan Murphy Dermody in 1991, and its premise feels very contemporary. A new mother worries that she's brought her daughter into a world threatened by social and environmental decay. The mother is Anne-Louise Lambert, who played Miranda in Picnic at Hanging Rock, and the film is shot mostly in the spaces under the streets of Sydney, the most memorable scene being at the then new Sydney Aquarium shark tank, looking up at the sky through the water. It's a beautiful scene. The mother's journey in the underworld directly references Dante's Inferno, and the writer-director is deliberately obtuse. She doesn't give too much away, which in its day was very uncommercial, but it's an idea that plenty of filmmakers today play with. The film is like a feminist treatise on the destruction of life on Earth by masculine technoculture. Thank you, Censors of Cinema, for that one. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, the Australian Film Commission, which Aussie filmmakers could go to as investors in their films if they would bring along matching commercial money. Say you'd bring your letter from Channel 9 agreeing to pay $2 million for the TV rights for your film. So the AFC would co-invest matching funds and you could go and make a $4 million movie. But they understood that didn't provide any avenue for non-commercial films that independent artists might make, and that did other things like helped develop careers. So they started a one-a-year low-budget film fund, and Breathing Underwater was one such title. This program ran across a decade. Other titles included Serious Undertakings and Camera Natura. The films were meant to help shape a cine-literate audience and to break down some of the traditional barriers that exist in filmmaking between producer, exhibitor, critique, and theorist. It is slow and almost like poetry, Breathing Underwater, and I mean that both as a compliment and not a compliment. Almost nothing happens. But it did meet those AFC expectations. The daughter's director starred, and this was the first film credit for Maeve Dermody, who is now one of our most prolific actors today. And the director, from the back of this film, taught film and wrote film histories for the rest of her career.